In this video, we are going to talk about top 5 scary couples from hell. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. Number 1. Charles Starkweather and Caril Fugate. As part of a murderous crime spree that began a week earlier and ended with the deaths of 10 people, Charles Starkweather, a 19-year-old high school dropout from Lincoln, Nebraska, and his 14-year-old girlfriend Caril Fugate murder a Lincoln businessman, his wife, and their mate on January 28, 1958. Starkweather and Fugate were apprehended in Douglas, Wyoming, the next day, ending the couple's fatal road trip that drew significant media attention and a large search. One of them was Terrence Malick's 1973 film about the same subject, Badlands, starring Martin Sheen as Martin Sheen, and Bruce Springsteen's 1982 song Nebraska, about the same subject, featuring Bruce Springsteen as Bruce Springsteen. Charles Starkweather was a victim of bullying as a child and a bad student. Number 2. Fred and Rose West. An undetermined number of women were victimized by Fred and Rose West's 20-year reign of terror, which included beatings, rapes, and murders. Before his trial, Fred West was accused of 12 killings, but took his own life in a Birmingham jail. Rose West, aged 67, was convicted of 10 murders and sentenced to life in prison in November 1995. New 2-part documentary series hosted by Sir Trevor MacDonald will investigate suspicions that the Wests were guilty for many more killings than the 12 women and girls they are known to have murdered. An international Emmy-nominated Anne Grierson shortlisted film by the producers of In Cold Blood. Jurors convicted Rose West guilty of killing Fred's pregnant girlfriend Shirley Ann Robinson, 18, Linda Go, 19, Carol Ann Cooper, 15, Lucy Partington and Therese Sigenthaler. Number 3. Ian Brady and Myra Hindley. On July 12, 1963, they gave her a ride and asked her to assist in the hunt for a lost glove on Saddleworth Moor. According to her subsequent claims, Brady took her out into those bleak moors as she stood in the vehicle waiting for him to do so. Pauline's neck had been slashed 2 times, and Brady returned to the vehicle alone to lead Hindley to her last resting place. Brady allegedly confessed to Hindley that he had raped Pauline, and the two then buried the young victim in a shallow grave, according to Hindley's account. Moreover, Brady asserts that Hindley was there when he murdered Pauline and was also involved in the sexual assault. John Kilbride, a 12-year-old boy, was the subject of another attack by Hindley and Brady only 4 months later. Number 4. Charlene Gallego, a beautiful brunette, had no problem enticing young people into her vehicle with the promise of a job or a joint. Gerald Gallego, an unrelenting serial murderer, would instead rape and kill them in secluded locales. For more than 2 years, a serial murderer duo terrified the people of Sacramento before being apprehended due to a mix-up. 1 male was murdered outright, and 9 women were raped before being bludgeoned or shot to death in a California killing spree from Charlene and Gerald Gallego. There was nothing alarming about Gerald and Charlene Gallego as criminal partners. Gerald Gallego, an unrelenting serial murderer, would instead rape and kill them in secluded locales. Number 5. David and Catherine Birnie. The most notorious female prisoner in Western Australia has spent her 70th birthday at Banyup Maximum Security Jail for Women. One of the most deceptive female prisoners, Catherine Birnie, pretends to be an innocent prison librarian waiting for her release date. But Birnie is no rehabilitated little old woman crook in Banyup jail grace. This woman, in addition to spending more than a quarter of a century in jail, is also known as Australia's deadliest female serial murderer. Kathleen Folbig, a quadruple baby murderer, was convicted of 3 charges of murder and 1 count of manslaughter for the deaths of 4 of her own babies. 4 women were kidnapped, raped, and murdered in the legendary Moorhouse serial murders by Birnie and her de facto partner, David Birnie. Birnie has been in jail for 35 years since her string of terrible deeds in the Perth suburbs in 1986, despite the fact that life in Washington can only mean 20 years. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.